to address the thinking that created these situations in the first place. Are you with me? That's where the real change is going to happen, because we can make policy and procedure. I mean, it would be very easy for me. I could sit in a room with you, Mauricio, give us 2 hours. We could come up with the most beautiful equity plan. Honey, we get that thing published and be on the cover of everything, right? That's not hard. Any one of you could do that. We could create the policy, the practice, or the resource flow shifts. We could even talk a little bit about the power dynamics and be able to work them in just the right way to get what we needed to get done, right? We now know how to work through our boards to get that policy or whatever else it is that we need to put. Okay, you go talk to this one, I go talk to that one. We switch. I mean, we've all done that. But where do we get the real work of hitting the mental model that causes us to have to hop through those hoops in the first place? We have to start to address the mindset that has created the conditions that we're in. And that's where the biggest challenge is. So just to kind of, I mean, just kind of sit with that heaviness of what we're about to embark upon. But the amazing part of this is it's very possible. It's very possible to do. And your team together, Nicole and I have been talking about your team quite a bit. I don't take that in a bad way. It's actually a really good thing, because your camaraderie together is one of your greatest assets. The fact that, I mean, as you all were talking about your relations with one another, I could see Mary shaking her head. I could see, and I'm going, wait a minute, like, this is real. Like, these folks really, really do get along, because we can spot just saying it, we can spot when it's not too good very, very easily. But I'm really assessing, like, hey, there's some real authentic, honest, and truthful relationships that are here that can be utilized within this diverse group to move this work forward, especially if once we get the group to start thinking about things a different way. And so that's going to involve us processing our own cultural proficiency and building up our own muscles. Think of it like a muscle, like anything else. If you haven't done a push-up in a while and then you start doing push-ups, it's going to hurt. That's where the uncomfortable piece comes in. It's going to, oh man. And we can either stop when our muscles start to ache and go, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, doctor, it hurts when I do that. Well, then stop doing that. Okay. Done and done. Or we can continue to push through and push through together. So what does that mean? What does that look like in context? Part of it is understanding what it is you are about to get yourself into, and and utilizing the tools of cultural proficiency to help us move along the way. So there are 4 tools that we have to cultural proficiency. This is from Randall Lindsay and Dolores Lindsay's book, Cultural Proficiency, particularly the 4th edition. So I'm seeing some shaking heads like, yes, we're familiar with this. Fabulous. So you know about the barriers, the guiding principles, the continuum, and the essential elements. And I'm going to review them with you today very briefly, just to talk about, just to kind of hit on where it is that as leaders, you'll be able to process this in a bit of a different way.